Have you ever met someone that is radiating confidence and respect? Did you feel that even before they started to speak? You see, the world is lying to you. Society will try to convince you that some people are just naturally confident and others are not, that they are simply born to it. That is all a lie. You see, extreme confidence, just like any other skill, can be learned and achieved. You can rise with just a few changes in your life. I will show you a few useful hints you can start doing now. Not just the knowledge, but how to put things into action. I also included a bonus tip at the end, and my personal favorite. It was extremely helpful to me. Number 1, your inner thoughts. Do you know that our words create our views on life? And these views create our world. If you're not feeling confident, it may be a result of your inner monologue and the words we use to think in our own heads. Have you ever experienced an energy boost just by watching a motivational video? This is a simple example. You hear the positive words and you project them to your view, and as a result, to your own world. You hear the encouragement and you immediately start feeling stronger, more motivated. But weak-minded people will stop there. They don't think about it. They don't realize the hidden value underneath. You are not one of them. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. Think about it. It says it all. It only takes a moment to change your view. It's only your determination that will decide the final result. The weak people will always stay down because they lack the will to change. Do you want to stay among the weak, or do you want to rise to the next level? By changing how you think, you can develop extreme confidence in life. But what about outside of your head? The people around you, they possibly affect your confidence, and you may not even be aware of it. Number 2, your social ties. Let me ask you this. Do you have a friend who is always complaining? That person who makes you feel awful when you talk to them? Think about what your friends say to you. What do you sense when you are around them? Are they constantly judging you, or do they accept you for who you are? Do they help you to rise, or do they pull you down? Pay attention to how others make you feel. Some are like vampires and will drain you. It may seem drastic, but believe me, eliminating these people from your life is for your benefit. How can you expect to be confident if there are always people around pulling you down? They won't believe in you because they don't believe in themselves. But don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean you should always listen and even consider the words of others. What do I mean? Number 3, emotional pressure. Inevitably, you will meet people in your life that are just toxic. They are angry, out of control. They will throw meaningless insults your way. But you have to stand your ground. This is real confidence. You need to evade a trap of reacting to enraged people. They might even deliberately try to get an aggressive response. But what you may not realize is that they are simply projecting their own faults and poor view of themselves back to you. But you should always keep calm and think instead of reacting impulsively. We are all guilty of acting on impulse in the past, but does it show confidence? I think not. Here's a tip I use myself. In social situations where you are under pressure, breathe into your stomach instead of your chest. You can even consciously start doing this before you expect trouble. But why would this be relevant? Through stomach breathing and longer exhalations, you can handle a lot. It will lower your heart rate and blood pressure. It helps decrease muscle tension and improve much-needed focus under these circumstances. Now, I'm not saying you can learn this skill in a day, but by utilizing deep breathing, you can easily crush any intense social encounter. It should become a habit, and it will serve you forever. But what about your other habits? Are they improving your confidence? Number 4, comparing yourself to darkness. In the age of social media, endless scrolling, watching fancy pictures of others, the overgrown biceps and half-naked influencers endorsing their often fake accomplishments may be hard to be confident for some people. Let me ask you this. Do you compare yourself to other people on Instagram? Do you sometimes consider their achievements as your failure? That is just another trap. you need to understand that it is a system practically designed to promote comparison. It never shows the whole truth, but to compare yourself to them is a complete waste of time. The only person you should compare yourself to is your past self. This will help you to clearly see your progress. How do you level up and where should you be heading? So remember, forget others and rise. Now, for the last piece of advice that you may have expected, but there is no way around this. It's nature itself. Number 5, body presence. You see, you have to be mindful of your body language. Remember the person I mentioned before? The one that radiates confidence even before he starts to speak. This is it. If you are slouching, looking down, and avoiding eye contact, everybody around will know that you are weak and will crumble under pressure. You need to rise. Stand up straight and square your shoulders. Open up your chest and remember to breathe deeply. It will immediately make you feel strong and confident. But what about raw strength? Listen, you may have heard that just by going to a gym and lifting weights, you can boost your confidence. That may be true. Exercise should always be on your to-do list, but while it is highly beneficial for your body and mind, it's not everything. This is my bonus tip. What really helped me personally were martial arts. Somewhere you can fight safely, but be sure to pick one where you can spar. You can have your pick here. Just avoid sissy things like Tai Chi. Not only will you develop your body, but also your spirit and confidence. Remember, MMA guys are just laughing at classic gym rats. Trust me, it's a great feeling when you realize that you can physically defend yourself. Every man should be able to keep the monsters at bay. Now, I'm not saying that you should go out of your way to seek violence. You just want to be capable of it, but not use it if not necessary. In my opinion, it is the best way to extreme confidence. Speaking of which, if you want to rise up further, comment below what interests you the most. And don't forget to subscribe for more.